Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I've been grinding away on our B3 project. So I'm still waiting for some more parts to come in from Go Fast. Um, actually, is Go Fast and Hobby Action. Some fan RC parts that I ordered. So I did have basically almost a complete front end. I did reuse a couple things off our marketplace find. Did get a new, obviously got a new chassis. Chassis fits up perfect. Used one of the clean nose plates, bumper, new arms, new bulkhead. Um, and went from there. One of the cars had a carbon tower, so I put the carbon tower on there, even though I ordered another one. I'll just start kind of building up spares. Everything else, the caster blocks, the spindles, even though I have some of those from Fan that came in, these are in really good shape. So I'm just going to use them, keep these as spares. That way I don't have a junkyard full of parts. The stealth transmission, I did rebuild. So this one's all rebuilt, ready to go. Nice and smooth, just kind of needs to be broken back in a little bit. Got the turnbuckles on there. The ball cups aren't the greatest, but they'll work for now until I find replacements. But did grab the titanium turnbuckles off my eBay car and switch those to the marketplace car, which is this is kind of mainly it. All the steering and stuff is cleaned up and was in there. The servo mounts I cleaned up as well and have those ready to go. So the front end's all done. I know I talked about using team shocks, but the shocks that came with these cars are destroyed. So I'm just going to go and put big bores on these things. So a guy on my local track is going to get me a deal, $60 for a set front rear, are going to be just fine. So I'm going to work on those and get those done and put those in the front and the back. I have a bunch of rear suspension components coming. So even though these arms are used and they're in decent shape, I don't know. I may clean these and reuse them. Same with the pivot blocks. I ordered new pivot blocks, but these are actually in decent shape along with the hinge pins. So I may just clean these up, reuse them. These hubs are new. And I'm going to put new bearings in there, clean those up, get those together and on there. I don't know what I'm going to do for CVDs because both these cars had dog bones because they were the sport editions. So I need to figure out a CVD solution. So if you know anything below, comment and let me know what you did, but I don't know if I can go to a B4 hub or if I can use, I don't know what I can use. I do have an extra set of fan ones that are the 1.5 millimeter longer ones, so I'm going to put those together and I may try to slip those in there. I do have bearings for these, so I have a complete bearing kit and that I can use. I'll put new bearings in the back. I already had more bearings and spare bearings that I had from leftover kits. So I put new bearings in the transmission and like I said, I have plenty of spares. So I'm going to get spare screws figured out and from there, but this has turned out pretty well. Some parts coming. So part one is, man, looking pretty good. So got this all together. All the parts intermix and are great. So it's a combination of old parts, new parts, fan parts, factory parts, some aftermarket old school parts. I put all new ball studs on there as well. So got that done. Got them mounted in the back. The shock towers are junk on both the marketplace car that I had and the one that came off eBay. And so I do have an order in, and that is coming from either Hobby Action or Go Fast. And I should have that here before the weekend. So in reality, I think I should have this completely done except for the shocks and the electronics. So I'm going to pick up a servo horn or a servo horn, get that figured out. I do have a Reed ESC. I do have my Fly Sky receiver. So that came in. And really, I think just need a motor. I'll get the foam in here because I'll move the battery all the way forward. Do have one good battery brace in there, so we'll get that in there. I did order the J Concept screw, so we'll do that. But we're pretty close, actually. on a lot of this. So it came together pretty quick and went together easily. I have kind of a big load of parts over here. So, a couple of guys were asking about, if you get rid of that, your spare car or have a second one, let me know. And I'll tell you what, guys, this thing's damn near embarrassing. I hate to leave the guy bad feedback on eBay, but this is nowhere, he said this was a runner. There is no way this thing was a runner. Unless it was running to the trash can, because every bearing shot, everything's shot on this. I don't even think the shocks have oil in them. Screws are bent. Things are stripped out. It could be saved. It is going to take a ton of work to save this car. So I'm going to clean this one up and get it together the best I can once I finish up with our other car. But we got shock towers and bulkheads and rear towers and fronts that I've reordered, some extra hinge pins. So I'm going to try to get everything together and hopefully make that a car. These are the turnbuckles off the Marketplace car, which are actually in pretty good shape. I'm just too lazy to switch out the ends and everything, so we're going to keep that. I don't even know what type of collars these things are in there, but he does have like the RPM in there, so I may take those off there. Keep these green springs, put silver springs, just get that together and just send it down the road to someone that wants a little bit more of a project than I want with this. I'm not going to replace all the bearings and go through all that crap. But who knows? I don't know. I'll clean it up and we'll see how it is. I'm not going to sink any money into it. I'm basically going to take all the leftover parts, clean them up. I may clean up like these shocks I think are worth saving. So I'll clean these up and get those on there and maybe get something that's kind of a full roller. I do have a servo. I may take the speed controller out of our XX4, put that in here, put one of the brush motors in here and see if I can get it to work. And if I can get it to work, I may sell it as a complete runner minus the almost ready to run minus a radio, and just let people be a little bit more forthright with people saying, hey, it's going to take some work to get this at probably a level you want. I mean, these axles are rusted out. These dog bones are all rusted out. They can probably be cleaned up, and I'll try to clean them up. But yeah, it's tough. I know. I mean, I may go through the transmission, or I may not. We will see on that one. These arms they've seen some hard use, but there was no way that this car was a runner. Not a chance at all. So, yeah, that's where we're at on our B3. I mean, like I said, I'm disappointed, but I'll recoup my money. I think I'll be fine. I'll get this together enough. I'll include a bunch of spare parts that I'm not using, and we'll make it someone else's project can live on. At least I'll get it there so they can have a whole car, and they can figure out what they want to do to it. And I sure should know I won't be asking like $200 for it. Jesus. So I'll let it go for what I can let it go for. Like I said, maybe put some electronics in it and see when I can get there. And I really don't want to deal with it because, man, I want to get on them Losies over there. So I do have a bunch of parts coming for the Losies to get those together. So that's why I'm trying to hurry, get through this. I did finish up the Schumacher today, so I am going to have a separate video on that. But I did get the 82 spur gear. I did have to go to a 29 pinion, so I hope it's not overgeared. I'm calculating the ratio out, and I think it's going to be all right, but that barely fits. So I almost need like an 82 or an 84 spur, I think. Ideally, probably that and like a 28 pinion, but I don't know. So I have two 82 spur gears. I'm going to see what I can get away with. And those are the smallest you can go because that's barely where the slipper disc fit. But like I said, I'll do a whole separate video on that. But on our B3, Part 1, like I said, looking at these, I think I probably am just going to clean these arms up because they're actually not too scuffed up or anything. The pivot's cleaned up, and I have these coming from Fan RC, like I said, on an order, but I'd rather keep those as spare parts if I can, and these aren't going to really add value to the junk car. So I'm going to probably just clean these up, put that together, get those on there, and we'll be even closer to having our B3 ready. But so far, so good. I'm actually pretty happy. Just got to clean some stuff up and go from there. I do have a body, fan body came, so I'll get that painted this weekend probably, and some other things. And like I said, I think my goal is by the end of the weekend, I'll pick up a shock package on Saturday. Hopefully by Sunday, have this kind of rolling, and hopefully start getting some of the electronics sorted out. But again, guys, let me know what you think, and look for the Lowe's stuff coming up, and Cougar update tomorrow. But like, comment, subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next one.